Good day everyone, and also Sir Cabio, good day sir. So this is our topic, Group 5, Chapter 5. Our topic is Organization Structure of the Human Resources Department. Second is the place of the Human Resources Department in the organization. And last is designing an organization structure or evaluating an existing organization. So our member is Dario Cinto, Jester Teodosio, Christian Juben Elanan, Allen Vicare, Al Vargas, John Michael Tanisa, Christopher Fonay, Shaina Gris Vargas, Jora James Wagas. So first is organization of the Human Resources Department. So the Human Resources of HR Department is one of the most essential units in organization because it manage the people who drive the business forward. The structure of its HR depends on the size and type of company, but in general, it follows a hierarchical hierarchical system to ensure proper management, communication, and distribution of tasks. So this means ang HR department is usa gid ka importante gid kayo siya. So sila ang naghandle sa mga employees. And nga ang mga tao gi mao'y nagpadagan sa company. So naanlay nagupot, so mao ni sila ang mga HR and mga manager. Sa ang HR mo manage sa tanan concern sa workers like hiring, training o performance sa usa ka employee. Depende sa kadako sa klase sa company na may gagmayng company na po'y dagkong company. Lain-lain nga structure sa HR, pero kasagaran sa hierarchical good, meaning na siya klaro bitaw nga levels or position para ma-organize ang communication. So ang pag-manage sa trabaho o ang pag-assign sa responsibilities mao ginay usa sa labing importante sa usa ka company sa mga HR o sa nag-manage sa employee. So the second paragraph is the Human Resources Department follows a clear hierarchy from managers down to assistants to handle recruitment, training, payroll, employee relations, and compliance. Its position within the organization has evolved from simple administrative support to a strategic partner in business planning. HR ensures that the company not only has the right number of employees but also the right skills and motivation to achieve goals. So, diri nga paragraph nag-explain siya nga ang HR department dili lang nga basta-basta nga office. So naay klaro nga hierarchy like HR manager, HR officers, HR assistants, each with specific roles. So sila ang mohandle sa tragingon, recruitment. Sila ang naghandle sa recruitment like hiring. So mang-recruit sila. And before dayon kung ma-recruit na ka, so naapod sila'y training. Sila pod ang mohandle sa training. I-training sad kanila. So payroll mo po'y magda sa sweldo. So kita pod sa ato pod nga kung may employee na ta, mao po na usa na tong pangitaon ang payslip. Dira na bilang ang payslip sa payroll. So ang payslip mo ginay gikuanan sa employee nga ginahan sila makakita sa sweldo o nabay gididak. Natural madidakan kita kung nakita yung mga government ID nga ilang needs nila, so naginay benefits. Payroll og employee concerns, so sila gid ang naghandle pod sa inyo kung unsa ang concerns sa mga employee. So HR is now strategic partner sa company, meaning appeal sila sa planning kung unsaon pag-improve sa business pinaagi sa pagkuha og sakto nga employees, like right skills sa usa ka employee og right motivation sa usa ka tawo. So HR makes sure nga ready ang workforce to meet the company goals. So
I am Christian Jovan Alanan and my topic is all about typical HR department structure. Number 1 kay HR director or HR manager acts as a head of the department. So, responsible for making high-level decisions related to recruitment, company policies, compensation, and employee welfare. So, kaning HR director kay mao ni sila responsible sa mga recruitment, like for example nga kanang mag-hire sila og kanang employee, sila ang responsible ani nga mo mangita og masaligan nga mga employee. And sila pud ang kanang mo mohimo sa mga palisiya sa kanang inyong department, kanang like for example kailangan ni yun maghimo mag-need gid og mag-wear og PPE. Sila ang na responsible ana nga kanang if makit-an mo nila nga na, so na possibility nga makasukan mo or storyahan mo nga need mo magkanana. And compensation and employee welfare. So mao ang HR department pod ang kanana responsible nga mo work closely with top management to align HR strategies with overall business goals. So sila ang kumbaga utok sa department, sa HR department. Sila ang sila ang mo manage, sila ang kanang mangitag paagi sa mga problema ingana. So ang HR department gid ang responsible ani nga mga problema. And number 2 kay HR officers and specialists handle specialized areas such as recruitment and selection, training and development, employee relation or payroll and benefits, and legal compliance. They ensure that employees are well supported and the company adheres to labor standards. So HR officers or specialists. So it's HR officer or specialist is specialized to handle and for recruitment, like for example sila gid ang moatubang ana para kanang sila ang moatubang sa kanang mga kanang mga nangita og trabaho, like mga playay nga deserving ba sila ana nga trabaho. So sila gid ang sila ang moatubang sa mga empleyado, mga playay nga employee. Sila ang responsible nga matubang ana. And especially sa sa kanang sa inyohan sweldo, sila ang pod responsible ana kanang sila ang mo og okay ba ang pagpasweldo sa inyo og na bayaran ba mo tarong. And also pwede po mo reklamo ani sa ila if ingana ara mo dool sa ilaha sa kanang HR officers or specialist. And sila pud ang kanang muhatag sa inyo mga trainings and for developments nga maayo pa mo tarong, maayo pa mo sa inyohan trabaho. Sila ang responsible pud ani. And number 3, HR assistant or staff perform clerical and support functions such as preparing employment contract, updating employee records, and assisting at training programs. Serve as a backbone of the department by taking care of administrative details. So HR assistant and staff, sila ang sila ang responsible for sila ang responsible sa mga employee nga sa, like for example kanang mag-training sila ang sila ang responsible nga mo handle sa inyo mukuyog sa inyo mga sila mo tudlo sa inyo unsaon ni kana ingana. And also sila pud ang kanang tig-update sa inyo mga records if kanang nawa mo'y nabay kanang, like for example need og kanang need og kanang need og kanang mo taas ang name, need og kanang sige na kanang need og basta sila ang responsible nga mangita sa inyo ang records of kani deserving ba ni tawhana kaning kuana ingani pwede ba siya ani sila ang responsible ana, and also sila pud ang mukuha na nga ingana sakto good performance baka ingana mga records nimo sa company nga good record baka ingana. And free assistance training program, so mao ni sila ang mo-assist sa mga assisting in training program na dre nakakuan state na gini serve as a backbone of the department. So sila ang murag sila ang kuan backbone sa department kay kanang ug wala ni sila kay kuan man kanang ang inyong mga employee kay dili why improvement bitaw kanang murag di sila kibaw sila unsay ang ilang ang ibuhaton taking care of administration dito. So sila pud ang kuan kanang mo tago aning mga kuan administrative details, sila pud ang responsible ani nga mo kuan mo amping kay maara daw. Thank you.
So good day everyone, I'm Alim Bicari. So our topic is typical HR department structure with Ilanan. So I will continue our topic into number 4. So number 4, recruitment officer or talent acquisition specialist. This role ensures that the organization hires the right people, they manage job postings, screen applicants, conduct interviews, and coordinate with department heads about staffing needs, while also making sure that new hires smoothly adjust to the company. Kanina si recruitment officer or talent acquisition, mao na sila nag-hire og qualified employee or right people para sa ilahang kumpanya. Also sila po nag-manage sa job posting, screen applicants o conduct og interviews. Siyempre ila pong gi-make sure nga mga newly hired employee which is para smooth ang ilahang dagan silang kumpanya. So let's proceed to number 5, training and development officer. The officer focuses on employee growth and career development. They design and conduct training programs, evaluate their effectiveness, support leadership development, and promote continuous learning within the workplace. So kanadang training development officer which is mao na silang nag-focus sa paglambo sa kumpanya o career growth sa mga empleyado. Og siyempre mao po na sila nag-conduct og training og nag-evaluate sa mga workplace. So the last one is compensation and benefits officer. This role manage employee salaries and benefits. They design fair and competitive pay packages, handle allowance and incentives, manage health and retirement plans, and ensure compliance with labors. Compensation and benefits officer which is mao na sila ang nag-manage sa employee salary and benefits, for example 13 month o uban pa nga mga beneficiary po pareha ng allowance and incentives, mag-manage sa sila po mag-manage sa health o retirement plans and insurance compliance.
So today, the Human Resources Department is much more than just a support unit for hiring or payroll. It plays a vital strategic role in the growth and development of the organization. So HR acts as a service provider by supporting employees with their needs such as training, benefits, and workplace concerns. At the same time, it serves as a strategic partner by helping the organization achieve its long-term goals. This means HR works closely with leadership to plan for the future, improve company culture, and boost overall performance. So, in summary, the HR department employees will connects employee well-being with organizational success, making it essential for both daily operation and long-range planning. So, maorto. Thank you.
Next, key roles of HR in the organization. So there are 6 types of key roles of HR in the organizations, which is recruitment and staffing, training and development, employees relations, compensations and benefits, compliance and legal, and also strategic partner. So first, recruitment and staffing to ensure that the organization hires the right talent who fit the job requirements and company culture. So, the first lang mo kuha og employee, dapat ma-fit sa ilaipa trabaho. Like ang ilahang kuan lang kurso na fit gid sa trabaho o usapod dapat eksperyensado siya ana. Kay para sa ato mga IT kabalo biya kita na technical kayo ato So, dapat kuan yung ka, samot na mabutan ka sa troubleshooting, dapat kabalo yung ka ana kay para di pataka ka dito ka ng kuan sulda di si mabutoy nun kadako pambayro nun. So mo na ilanggi kuan. So next is training and development. Provides opportunity for employees to improve their knowledge and skills, ensuring they can adapt on new technologies and strategies. So kuan before tam pasudlo silang kumpanya, ila pagitang pandergohon pagitan nila og training para madagdagan makakuha atong mga kuan skills mas mo develop atong skills o gatong mga knowledge tas kanang maka-adapt ta sa ilang mga bag-o na technologies na karon. So next is employee relations. Promotes harmony between employees and management by resolving conflict, ensuring fair treatment, and fostering teamwork. So nagibot gi state dia no na harmony gid ang kanang pagkuan sa kanang mga employees. Like kung na yung mga gamay na away, sulbaron dayon dili padakon og dapat ang pag-treat sa ila dapat fair gid para dili malain ang usa, dapat fair gid siya. Og kagara ang uban ng kumpanya na mga regular meeting, ang uban ang mga bang kanang employee dira pwede lang makuha nila mga hinanaing ipagawas og ilang isolve para dili na mo dako o para naay harmony ang ilang kwan. So
key roles of HR in the organization. First is compensation and benefits. Ensures employees receive fair pay, allowances, and incentives to keep them motivated and satisfied in their jobs. So, isip HR, ang need mo nga kanang ensure nga ang sildo sa mong trabaho kay sildo sa mong employee kay kanang pantay na dapat na sila allowance. And then sa kanang incentives kanang madawat sa kanang ng every 13-month pay. So dapat kanang para ma-motivate sila sa trabaho. Sunod is compliance and legal makes sure that company follows labor laws, safety rules, and ethical standards to stay lawful and protect employees. So isip HR ka kanang imo kanang magbuhat ko kanang magbuhat ko kanang sa kumpanya ni mo kanang nang balaod ba ya para safety ang imong mga employee dayon para kanang kanang maprotektahan sila ba. So next is strategic partner. Works with company leaders to plan future staffing needs, prepare successors, and develop employees for long-term success. So sa kaning strategic partner is kung siya kanang para bitaw kanang kanang mulungtad ang imong employee sa kanang kumpanya.
Planning or evaluating an organization structure. An organization structure it is framework. It defines how tasks are divided, who is responsible, and how communication flows. HR plays a critical role in creating and improving this structure because it ensures that people are placed where they are most effective. So, ang HR di ay kay sila mo'y naghanay sa mga employee, sila mo'y magkanang pamilyar sa kanang sa skill sa sa katao ba. So ilang ilailahi like kung unsay skill mo makatabang sa kumpanya dito kay butang, so sila mo kanang tan-aw si mo sayo si mo ang background kung asa ka effective kaayo, so sila na mo decide na. So thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Shaina Grace Vargas, and today I will be discussing the steps in designing or evaluating an organization structure. This topic is very important because a good organizational structure helps a company work efficiently and achieve its goals. In this report, I will explain the 3 major steps that guide how an organization should be formed and managed. This step includes identifying the goals and strategy of the company, defining the key function and rules, and establishing clear reporting relationship. By understanding these steps, we can see how a company organizes and its people, responsibilities, and authority to ensure smooth and effective operation. So now the first steps in designing or evaluating organization structure. So the first step is to identify goals and strategy. The structure must align with company's vision, mission, and strategic objectives. This step means that before ka mag-design og organizational structure, kailangan klaro sa company unsay goals, vision, mission, og strategic plan. Dapat ang structure mo support sa direction sa company. Kung unsay gusto makabot sa company, dapat maupod ang guide sa pag-form sa structure. Without clear goals, dili ka kahibaw unsang klase nga structure ang angay. So this step is basically about making sure the organization structure must align with the company's wants to achieve now and the future. So the second steps in designing or evaluating organizational structure is to define key functions and roles. Identify departments needed like HR, finance, marketing, operation, and etc. and specify their responsibilities. So this step focuses on identifying unsa nga departments ang kinahanglan sa organization like HR, finance, marketing, operation, o uban pa. So klarohon nimo unsay mga trabaho or functions nga importante kung kinsa responsible ana. So lahi man pod nga ang HR mo kuag kwarta, di ba? So ang finance jud ang responsible para ana. So each department must have a clear role. For example, HR for people management, finance for budgeting, marketing for promotion, and etc. So ang purpose ani kay para walay kalibog kung kinsay dapat mobuhat anang mga buluhaton sa matag department. If klaro ang rules, mas organize ang operations sa company. So this step is about defining responsibilities clearly. So the last step, the third step in designing or evaluating organization structure is to establish reporting relationships. So clarify authority and accountability by showing who reports to whom. So this step means klarohon kinsa ang adunay authority ug asa ka dapat mo report if ever man na ay problema. as an employee, no, as an employee, no, kinahanglan nga kahabaw ka og kinsa ang accountable sa mga desisyon. Kay lahi pod og ikaw magbuot-buot sa mga decision. So this define the chain of command. Kung klaro ang reporting relationship, mas smooth ang trabaho kay everyone knows their place and responsibilities. So and that ends the first 3 steps of the organizational structure design. For the next part of our report, Joera will be continue the remaining 3 steps. She will be discussing the next process and in evaluating an organizational structure. Thank you so much for listening. That would be all, and have a good day.
So number 4, assess workload distribution. So check the tasks are equal and logically divided, avoid overload or duplication. So in evaluating an organization structure, it is essential to first assess the workload distribution to ensure the tasks, responsibility, and function are divided equally and logically. This prevents employee overload, minimize duplication of work, and support smoother operational flow. A well-balanced workload also contributes to higher productivity and better employee morale. So number 5, evaluate effectiveness. Assess if the structure support better decision-making, communication, and efficiency. So the organization must evaluate the effectiveness of its current structure by determining whether it enhances decision-making, strengthens communication channel, and increase overall efficiency. An effective structure should streamline process clarity and authority lines and promote collaboration across departments. So number 6, adjust when necessary. Organization evolve so that structure must be flexible to adapt to change, such as company growth, new techniques, or marketing demands. So it is important to adjust the structure when necessary, recognizing that organization evolve due to factors such as business expansion, technological advancements, and shifting market demands. A flexible, adaptive structure ensures that the organization remains competitive, responsive, and capable of meeting future challenges.